Welcome back to This Week I Watch, where this week I watch Edgar Wright's 2025 remake of Stephen King's book, The Running Man, starring Glenn Powell, Josh Brolin, Coleman Domingo and Lee Pace. The film follows Powell's character Ben Richards as he takes part in a deadly game show in which he must evade being hunted for 30 days in order to afford his daughter's medical treatment. Let me start with what does work. Wright's direction in the action set pieces is fluid and genuinely inventive. The creative fight scenes were some of the best parts of the whole film. The way the film uses the in-universe TV show's diegetic floating drone cameras to capture the action elevates these set pieces, making the fights feel chaotic, dynamic, and personal. Unfortunately, everything else surrounding those scenes just does not hold up. The world building in the opening is strong, but the protagonist's introduction is rough. Glenn Powell is incredibly charismatic, but the film tries to pass him off as the angriest man on TV, and it never lands. His intro scene is already unbearably corny, and while I thought maybe it was a deliberate bit the film would later subvert, it turns out he's just like that the whole time. Powell sells the physicality and humour, but the forced pessimism and misanthropy requires major suspension of disbelief. His supporting cast fares even worse. Most are written in a distractingly annoying way, constantly halting the story so they can unload exposition, even in the middle of action scenes. One character even literally pauses the movie's most climactic moment to explain off-screen events in the form of a grating YouTube recap in one of the film's strangest creative choices. What's really disappointing is how unlike Edgar Wright the rest of the film feels. He has proven he can adapt existing material successfully in Scott Pilgrim, but here it feels like he stuck too closely to Stephen King's novel at the expense of pacing and tone, and any of his signature, snappy, tight writing. Just when the film seems to reach a natural climax, it veers into a literal detour and drags on for another half hour before stacking 5 different endings into the final 2 minutes. Honestly, it feels more like a David Leitch or a Sean Levy movie than something with Wright's fingerprints. In the end, The Running Man offers a handful of great action sequences and a solid Powell performance, but the rest is strangely inconsistent for a director known for his precision. Sorry, but this one's only going to be 6 thumbs out of 10. Well, that's a wrap, so thanks for watching.